Hey, what's up guys, BenzoFigures here, and today we're going to unbox and take a quick look at the Marvel Legends Goblin Queen release. Special thanks to FC Figures over at Instagram for helping me make this video and providing some high quality footage showcasing this figure. That being said, let's begin. Okay, so I was a little hesitant when they first announced this figure. I was on the side that the design wasn't nearly as good or revealing as their comic book design, but after watching the X-Men 97 show, I can honestly say that I dig this look and character a lot more now. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have been watching the X-Men 97 show, and what do you think about it so far? So this figure is based off the concept art of the X-Men 97 show, and with the side-by-side comparison over here. This figure does look nice and is pretty spot on with the concept art, but unfortunately in the actual show, she does not look like this. Maddie is a real baddie in the show, and definitely looks a lot better in the show. But yeah, this is the packaging, and this is what it looks like in the back. And I kind of regret not getting more of this wave, to be honest. At least Cyclops or Nightcrawler, since now they skyrocketed in price. So as you can see here, it comes with 2 extra fists, a baby Nate, and some magic particle effects thingy. So let's get this unboxed. Well, I gave up trying to unbox this neatly. And this is Maddie the baddie out of the package. Alrighty, and now she's out of the box. First impressions is... she's pretty cool. She's pink as hell though. But I guess that's alright since she's a clone. She stands at about 6.5 inches because of the heels. So yeah, let's just say 6.5. And let's check her out with some figures in my collection over here. We got some DC love, some imports, SH Harley, and a Mafex Nightwing. And I know she isn't an MVC, but I do like these Jada toys a lot, so let's toss these Street Fighters in the mix. Next we got Deadpool and Baby Nate all grown up from Marvel Legends. And lastly, let's have another love triangle go on with Cyclops and Jean. Here she is up close, and can't bend her head too far up at all because of the cape right here. But she does got some range looking down though. But unfortunately the hair sculpt obstructs any range for her head. I think she's got the same arms as Shriek, so she can move her arms this far up, and a wrist hinge over here, and it goes all the way back and forth here. Can she do the split? Not quite, but just enough for a Johnny Cage kick though. The cape is made with a hard plastic, so not going to get much range overall. And surprisingly, the thigh swivel is kinda on the lower end. It's usually a bit higher, but yeah, a thigh swivel closer to the knee, which is pretty reminiscent to the older DC Universe classics. There's an ankle rocker on the heels. I typically don't like how these heels are made on figures. Super hard to pose without a stand. Hey yo, what is this?
Hey guys, FC Figures here, and I just wanted to give you my first impression of the Goblin Queen based on her look from X-Men 97. And right off the bat, the figure looks amazing. She's sculpted super well. Her deco is printed on perfectly, but her cape is really clunky and her heels are really small, so trying to get her in poses are a bit difficult. If that's something you can look past, then I think you should pick this up, especially if you're a fan of the series. Anyway guys, thanks for listening and I'll catch you next time. Later.
Thanks Robbie. Final thoughts is, aesthetically, she does look pretty cool. The articulation is like, you know, it has better arm articulation than most female Marvel Legends because it has that updated arms. The legs are a little wonky, can't kick too good, but she isn't a Spider-Man character, so I guess that's fine. But I'm sure you guys can get her into better poses than I can. Overall, despite her having bare minimum articulation, it works. Like, she doesn't have too much articulation, but the articulation that she does have works fine. One minor critique though is the cape. The cape look and design is great, but it's a little too clunky. and it really limits her movement, which I know that most capes and jacket limits articulation, but lately there are some companies that have been using either soft goods or thinner, bendier plastics. For example, reused gi from Jada Toys is made thinner and bendier, so he still has a full range of motion despite him wearing the gi. But unfortunately, that's not the case for the Goblin Queen. Luckily, she's a telepath and doesn't really require more dynamic poses, but it would be cool if she did though. It would also be cool if she at least came with a flight stand or something, but oh well. But other than that, the figure looks phenomenal. Yeah, she doesn't look like what she looks like in the show, but I'll give Hasbro benefit of the doubt. Most of the time, Hasbro is sent like early concept art, and the figure is made like a year before the show or movie is released. So if there's any changes in between, Hasbro wouldn't have enough time to course correct. So that's my thoughts on the figure. Be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments, who's your favorite X-Men?